Welcome. We're going to do a breathwork session today, specifically on negative physical energy, negative mental, emotional, and spiritual energy. Before I start on this important topic, at the absolute level, which I'm only beginning to understand, so I'm not no guru or anything like that. At the absolute level, there is no negativity and there is no positivity. Those things are meaning-derived things that are in human being, but they exist because we are not at the absolute level. So with that being said, let's approach some of the uncomfortable energies that we human beings have been gifted with as a way of understanding what are we? What is this body that I have? What is the soul potentially? So let's start. So just starting to becoming aware of your seat. It doesn't matter whether you're standing, sitting, lying down. And unless you are realized, you probably have some uncomfortable energy in your body. And so just starting to pay attention to that energy without trying to change it. So we're just sitting with this slightly uncomfortable fact of having a human body. Not trying to change it, just sitting with it, perhaps even loving it. You are not the body. You are the one witnessing the body. And now that we've come to a deeper understanding that we're not trying to change it, we are now going to try to change it. But in trying to change it, we will do something a bit paradoxical. We're actually going to ask for more of that energy. Because it's not us, it's something that is appearing in front of us or around us, but it's not us. So just asking for more of whatever that energy is, no labels are required. Asking for more of it, asking to see what is it? What is it what is the lesson hidden inside of this uncomfortable energy? You don't have to label it, but there are some labels that might help, particularly if they allow our mind to grasp it. And usually these energies are some sort of emotional makeup. There's an emotional makeup to them. So I'm going to list off a few emotions that can flow from this human existence. There's pride, that feeling in the chest, the overinflation of the chest. There's shame, the sinking, the contraction. Guilt is another one that's that sinking contraction. Shame is usually related to the way that we picture what other people think of us. Guilt is us failing to live up to our own standards. Guilt, shame, pride, anger, a full body engagement, grief, and the feeling of not being able to breathe because the pain is so great. So if one of those was an appropriate label, whichever one it was, ask for more of it till it runs out. What is the secret, juicy pleasure you get from holding on to this energy? If you didn't have a secret, juicy pleasure, the energy would move through you because we are not the body. We are the one witnessing the body. And if we're witnessing the body, things come and go. So asking for more of that energy. You'll know if it ran out, if a feeling of lightness or joy replaces it. And if your mind is still engaged, it means it's still there. So asking for more of it. Along with the emotional makeup, there's usually a belief structure that's associated with this uncomfortable energy. Some various beliefs could be, I am not good enough. That would be shame and guilt. With pride, I am too good. I'm just too good for this world. With anger, it's the territorial. That person did something. They're wrong. I'm making them wrong. So just finding that belief that's running this whole thing. What is the secret, juicy pleasure you get from believing this thing? Could you give it up? Could you give up this secret, juicy pleasure? And maybe the answer is no. And that answer is totally fine. There is no one forcing you to do this. And if the answer is no, I can't give it up, I'm going to ask you, are you sure? Are you absolutely sure that you cannot give up this energy? If somebody pointed a gun towards your head, would you give it up? Said you have to give up this energy. Would you give it up? The answer to that is obvious. So the real question is, would you be willing to give it up? Would you be willing to give up the secret, juicy pleasure that you get from this emotional, spiritual, psycho, whatever? Do you have the courage to give it up and see what happens next? and we're moving back into the alpha or brain waves. One of those. It's not exactly sure on the alpha or whatever. So this was just a quick guide into how we can release negative energy, because there is no negative energy. There's no positive energy either. We aren't saints and we aren't devils. Those things are human created things that do exist because we believe them, but they don't really exist at the absolute level. And feel free to watch this again if nothing made sense. Again, no one is forcing you to do this. This is just through the love of God, through the love of truth, through the love of the universe, whatever. So hope you have a great day. Thank you.